Hi, I'm Marina, and in this video, I'm going to talk about how to reclaim your sovereignty and why you would need to. When all this first happened, at first we were numb, stunned, disbelieving that our entire planet could be so violated and our lives disrupted. Lockdown? Oh no! Shelter in place makes it sound more acceptable, and we were told it will only be for a little while for your own protection. And then days passed, and then weeks, and now months. Humanity started to question, where are the millions of dead? We still haven't even come close to the deaths caused by seasonal flu worldwide. And then the stirrings of awakening began. The tyranny got even stronger. Neighbors began to turn against neighbors, turning them in for their perceived violations of the lockdown mandate. The flow of money worldwide came to a screeching halt. Then came the hunger. Citizens who had never experienced hunger in this lifetime found themselves in line at the food bank, and sadly, the food bank could not and cannot yet serve the very great numbers. Neighbors begin to be afraid of each other, not looking each other in the eye, and we, like sheep, swallowing every false news report fabricated by false data, never question. And then, one by one, and then hundreds, and then thousands, and now millions begin to wake up. Desperation can make you wake up. It can make you look within and stop accepting the tyranny that has shut down our planet. Light workers, leaders everywhere begin to be heard by sleeping humanity. Those who would never have listened before begin to listen now and begin to seek their own answers. And now we're facing the terrible truth. Am I saying that there was never any real threat? No. However, it has been blown far out of proportion. A simple virus that's been around for years, the coronavirus, is not new. Look it up. Discovered in the 50s. That virus has been tweaked. Tweaked, why? For the purposes of a grand experiment. By whom? Not any one government. We can't blame it just on the Chinese or just on this one or that one. By the dark controlling factions. And why would this happen? To get rid of unproductive segments of population. Citizens who can no longer contribute as worker bees. Citizens who are already compromised and who are sitting there taking up resources. They're not able to contribute much to society anymore. The elderly, the infirm. And why do you suppose there are hardly any young affected? Because they're going to grow up to be strong, productive worker bees. Let's not forget, another part of this experiment was to topple the world economy and to put in a new world currency. Now, as I said, it has been an experiment, partly to see how far can we push humanity before they start to rebel. Who am I talking about? Who are these dark forces that are pushing? They're dark forces that have been weaving their spider web of deception for years. Dark forces and dark humanity assisted by serpent-headed shapeshifters who can only be called forth by blood sacrifice. And friends, blood sacrifice has been made and is being made even as we speak. Who are these? Whatever name you want to call them, the cabal, the 1%, the shadow government, those who would control us. These factions break the first law of this planet, which is the law of free will. Only the dark beings have no respect for free will. The light beings will never override humanity's free will. In the scriptures, in Ephesians, it says, my daddy was a Pentecostal preacher, so I haven't forgotten my Bible verses. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Brothers and sisters, we are looking at spiritual wickedness in high places. We've just been lulled into compliance by their hypnotic trickery. But we as humans have a secret weapon that we have not been using. We were given dominion over this planet. We may have been blinded for a while. Now we're beginning to see the light. The dark forces cannot take our free will if we stand up and stand in our spiritual authority and reclaim our power. Let's rise up, brothers and sisters. Let's reclaim our God-given right to freedom by our free will prayer of declaration. I offered this prayer. I'm going to say it, and then please say it with me. I stand now in my spiritual, God-given authority, and I claim my right to free will. I see you, dark brothers. I know who you are. I command the light to shine upon you, revealing to all your treachery. I claim my divine heritage. I revoke any and all vows and covenants that are made in any of my lifetimes, any of my multidimensional experiences or existence. I now sever all vows, all covenants to serve the dark or to be victimized in any way by unclean entities. I now claim my sovereign right. You have no power over me. You have no permission to use me. I stand as a child of the divine and I say no. By my own sovereign free will, I declare my freedom. Anchor, lock, and seal this declaration on every level through all space and time. I have said it. I have declared it. And it is so. You're going to feel more and more empowered each time you say this prayer. Are you wondering what else you can do? Well, say this prayer often. When you're saying this prayer, it's sending out waves of energy vibration that are saying, no more. I am a child of the divine. Pass this prayer along as you feel guided. And then repeat this prayer until you feel the authority of your divine nature coming forth. Let us use our heart fire and let's ignite the hearts of others. I want to thank someone. I thank the brave soul of Laura Eisenhower, granddaughter of the late great-granddaughter of the late President Dwight Eisenhower. She took a stand want courage leading the rebellion, part of the leaders of the rebellion against the dark forces, I dedicate this transmission to her courage. This is Rebecca Marina, and I'll be back again soon.